in a word or it's in a look. You can't get rid of the Babadook. A rumbling sound, then 3 sharp knocks.
Making a very impressive writing-directing debut, Australian filmmaker Jennifer Kent brings us The Babadook.
Nothing bad's gonna happen, Sam.
Did you think that about my dad before he died?
The title comes from the name of a book, a children's pop-up book in the film that tells the story of a shadowy monster, long and tall, with a hat and fingers like Freddy Krueger. The book tells us that the creature makes the sounds Baba, Baba, and Duke before it gets into your house, and once it gets into you, you'll wish you were dead. Part horror film, part fairy tale, the film tells the story of an emotionally troubled 6-year-old boy, played by Noah Wiseman, and his almost equally distraught widow mother, played by Essie Davis. They live alone together in a small house with a spooky basement. The boy's father was killed in a gruesome traffic accident on the day that he was driving his wife to the hospital to give birth to their son. In order to calm the boy down, the mother reads bedtime stories to him after checking under his bed and into his closet to make sure there are no monsters. Suddenly, she finds a book called The Babadook, and she begins to read it. And the first few pages become increasingly terrifying, and she snaps the book shut. Too late. The boy is hooked, and so are we. The Babadook has roots in psychological realism and in such classic horror films as Mario Bava's Black Sabbath, which we see briefly on a television in the film, and Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. In fact, you could call the Babadook The Shining in miniature. As the mother descends into madness, she sits up at night watching old movies on TV, including some of the earliest images ever devised to scare film audiences, created by the great Georges Méliès. As all of that suggests, Jennifer Kent is someone who knows quite a lot about cinema history, especially the cinema history of horror films. The Babadook is a remarkably accomplished and resonant portrait of a descent into madness, monsters, and the dark magic of childhood. Babadook.
That's when you'll know he's around. You'll see him if you look.